You're unbelievable.
And welcome back to Your Unbelievable Season 2, Episode 1, coming from the lovely city of Adelaide this weekend. So this is the new season for Your Unbelievable. We'll have more good stories coming up, probably better than any of Fletcher's stories that he's told. So get excited for that. More opinions and more rants and would you rathers to come. I've got a special guest with me. Special guest, do you want to introduce yourself again?
Yep, all right. Hello, everyone. It's Jared again, the better housemate. I've flown down to Adelaide to be with Gibson because I'm the best. Let's see how this episode goes.
Yep. So Jared's flying over to Adelaide for the few days, which will be good. So I'm going to start with the opinion to begin with to get it straight off the back. And I think this is a good one. In the first few episodes, I talked about how I would revisit my Gib opinions and talk about any of them that have changed. So I talked about strawberry milk, which I thought was a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, strawberry milk's still a great flavour of milk, so that's good. But one of them I want to talk about, so over the last, on Thursday and Friday, I decided to drive to Adelaide.
Yeah, that was. And how you feel about that?
It was actually so much fun. Like,
Bro.
people thought I was crazy.
Yeah, you are crazy. Like, no one in their right mind does that by themselves.
Yeah, so by myself, just drove to Hay and then drove to Adelaide, and it was great. Probably a once in a lifetime sort of thing. I probably wouldn't do it again by myself, but once in a lifetime sort of things.
Maybe with Fletcher next time.
Yeah, maybe with Fletcher next time. But Fletcher couldn't make it this weekend. Bit of a dog. But,
he's a dog. Dog move.
Anyway, if you see Fletcher around, just ask him why he couldn't come. And he'll tell you. That's sort of part of my story. I drove to Adelaide. That's pretty unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
But you can ask me about it in person if you want to know more. But when I was driving, I came to the realization that cruise control is actually good.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah. So, previously I've, hated on cruise control. I don't like it. Maybe it's, me not being in control of the car or something.
Yeah.
But, when you're in the middle of absolute nowhere and you're going 110, you're going the speed limit, obviously, doing 110, and it's just a flat road for, 80 kilometres. Of course you need cruise control.
Yeah.
So, I think I have to repent of my anti-cruise control behaviour.
Yeah, I agree to an extent. I really only use cruise control if I'm doing long drives. So, if I'm doing a short drive, I would never use it. It's only for, long drives on a straight road, not a lot of cars around.
Yeah.
I think that's when you use it.
Yeah, so there was times where I didn't see a car for, half an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still those people that use cruise control in the random just streets, just standard suburban streets. I think you're still weird, but I think cruise control is necessary.
Yes, necessary to an extent.
Yes, necessary to an extent.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to all those people who I offended by hating on cruise control. I now repent of my hate. So that's my change in opinion for cruise control. Now, Jared, do you want to speak about your story?
Well, yeah, I've got a story. This one happened yesterday.
Yeah, right. So it's recent.
It's fresh. It's fresh in the mind. Mm-hmm. So I'll tell you about my day. I had a full packed day. I had one of my mates, Bucks Party Cooper. Shout out to Cooper if he's listening.
Does he actually listen to this podcast?
I don't know if he listens, but
probably not.
I'll tell him to listen.
Okay.
I had his Bucks Party, which I planned a fair bit of. So I had that for the majority of the day, and I'm like, oh well, I've got to catch a flight to meet Gibson that night. So I'll leave the Bucks Party early.
Yeah, it's commitment.
I'll get to the station early, get it all ready, get to the station, get through, sitting down, waiting for my plane, and then I get an announcement saying, "Oh, your plane's delayed an hour."
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty bad to start with."
I was going to say it's standard.
Oh, standard, yeah. And I'm like, "Oh, bro, I have to wait another hour."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I'll wait an hour. Wait an hour and see how it
Wait,
goes.
what time was the flight meant to leave though?
Well, the flight was supposed to leave at 8:30.
Right.
And I got there. I was probably sitting down around 7:45.
Okay.
So I had a little bit of time before I was supposed to leave anyway.
Yeah.
So then it said it was going to be an hour delay. So I was supposed to go at 9:30.
Right.
And also in this time, the terminals changed like 4 times. Has that happened to you?
Okay. No.
No.
I don't fly. That's hence why I drove to Adelaide. But
Well, it was 55, like terminal 55, and then 2 minutes later was terminal 52. Then another 2 minutes later was terminal 50,
Right.
and then I ended up being at terminal 53. And I checked for the guy. Is this the last terminal? He was like, yeah, this is the last terminal.
Yeah.
It'll change to. I'm like, okay, oh sweet. I'll sit down. I'll listen to some tunes.
Yep.
Might have a little nap.
Yep.
You're sweet. And then it gets to about 9:30, and I'm like, okay, we'll be able to go on.
Yeah.
The plane rolls in. I'm like, oh, sweet. People come off the plane. Oh, sweet. All right, we're about to go on.
Yeah.
Then an announcement comes up saying, unfortunately, your flight's been cancelled.
Right.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The plane's there.
Yeah.
All I have to do is go on it and fly away. What's so hard about it?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was some mechanical problems. Oh, that's
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But the funny thing is, when I was leaving, I noticed that the same plane was flying to Melbourne. So they changed. They cancelled my flight and then used the same plane
To go to Melbourne.
To go to Melbourne.
Right. So there was no issues. They just took priority to go to Melbourne over Adelaide.
They think Melbourne's better than Adelaide, I reckon.
Yeah.
And so I had to get the train all the way back home and catch a flight the next day. Meaning that I had to miss precious time with Gib, you know?
Yeah. It's precious time, you know.
Yeah.
Especially me over here in my lonesome in Adelaide, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm finally here. We're finally sitting down, relaxing. So it all turned out well. But that's my story.
Right.
The unbelievableness of the airport
Yeah. Okay.
and how stupid it is.
Yeah. Right. I was actually watching. It was riveting stuff today on this Today Show. I was watching it, and they were talking about how planes apparently from Brisbane, I think from Brisbane Airport, 20% of flights get delayed.
Wow.
And Jetstar were the main offenders.
Oh, that's right. I should have said Jetstar. Don't fly with Jetstar. They're hopeless.
Yeah. So there you go. Don't fly Jetstar. They're hopeless.
Yeah.
So far we've learned you can use cruise control, it's okay. And don't fly Jetstar.
Yeah. That's important.
All right, so we're only about 8 minutes in, but that's okay. Maybe a shorter episode for today, which I'm sure some people will actually like. What we're going to do is we're going to do 2 Would You Rathers. It was a bit of a hit in the last series. So our first Would You Rather. Would you rather be able to speak any language or communicate with animals?
Oh. But why would you want to talk to animals? I get I like talking to my dog.
Yeah.
But I don't expect it to understand what my dog's saying.
Okay.
So I can speak in multiple languages.
Yeah. Just on the off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might be better.
Yeah.
Because you can just speak to anyone. Anyone you walk up to, you can just
Yeah.
talk to them.
Yeah, that's cool. I reckon although people think talking to animals is weird, like talking to dogs.
Well, I don't think that's weird. I think it's good to talk to animals.
Yeah, I back it. Yeah, all those people who think it's weird, shame on you.
Yeah. You
Um,
don't feel the love from companionship
From a dog.
From a dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
because dogs are good.
Dogs
Get
are-
amongst it.
Yeah.
All right, that was a pretty easy one. Next one: would you rather be able to listen to one song for the rest of your life, or only watch one movie? So this means that when you listen to music, you can only listen to one song, or when you go watch a movie, you can only watch the same movie. Jared, what do you got?
Well, I'm a lover of both.
Okay.
I love a good movie. I love listening to music. They're both an integral part of my day.
Yeah.
what I would say is that I probably watch more movies than I listen to music.
Okay.
So I think I could live with listening to one song, where I don't think I could live with watching one movie.
Okay, what would the song be? That's the question.
18 by Ed Sheeran.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
It's pretty oldie, but like I could listen to that on repeat.
Really? Wow.
What would your song be?
Oh man. I've got too many to think of. Yeah, the Spotify Wrapped is coming up as well, so maybe that'll reveal my. There's this random screamo song called "Tethemi" by Sleeping Giant. Anyway, Jared's got no idea what this is.
I don't know.
He's probably heard it in the kitchen when I've been washing up.
Oh,
But
probably.
it's like, think like Christian metalcore screamo sort of stuff. It goes hard. Anyway, I'd play it.
Bro, and how many people would agree with you? With that song?
At this point, Oliver's probably going to be listening and he's going to be like, yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Oh, bro, you're
Yeah.
weird as.
Yeah. So, like, I would only watch one movie. I don't think I'm that big on movies, so I'd rather have a bigger playlist.
What movie would it be?
Oh, jeez. What movie? Oh, I don't even watch movies, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't really like. It's me and Dan watching it, and then you're just joining in.
Yeah, I'm not very much of a movie critic.
And then when you watch them, you're like, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, most movies are garbage these days anyway, let's be honest.
Oh, not all of them. Though some of them have a decent storyline.
Just look through Netflix and find any good movies that are on there. Unlikely.
Well, I like most of the romantic comedies.
I could never sit down and watch a romantic comedy.
Oh, I could do that every day.
Yeah, no. It's just like...
But then there's also like the movies where you have to like watch like seasonally. Like for Christmas, you've got to watch like
Die Hard.
Die Hard or something. And I don't know, for like what other seasons are there? I don't know.
Is Love Actually a Christmas movie?
Well, I would classify it as a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Anything that's like based around Christmas or Christmas Day, I would classify as a Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe we wanted to watch a Christmas movie over and over again in a few weeks' time. Anyway, so I think that's it.
Is that it?
That's it. I think that's...
We're out of time!
Well, in our wonderful notes here, we've got the opinion, the would you rathers, and the story, and then I've written bag out Fletcher.
Oh yeah, all right. Why don't we bag out Fletcher then? What about? I have a question. Who do you rather be on this holiday with you? Me or Fletcher?
Fletcher. See, at the same time, I want to answer this question because like it's spicy. Oh. I can't answer.
Who's the one that flew to Adelaide for you?
Yeah.
Who's the one who said, "No, I can't make it"?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so let the reader understand. Yeah, maybe people can argue about it in the comments.
Yeah. All right.
Who's Gibson's favourite? Jared or Fletcher? Yeah. So if you got in this far, only like 13 minutes, so it's not too bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not going to answer that question for obvious reasons. Right. So as Fletcher would say, "Oh, we're out of time." Can you do your best impression?
I'll give it a go. Like, "Oh, we're out of time."
Yeah, that's not bad. So that comes to the end of our sort of short episode 1 of season 2 of You're Unbelievable. Next week, Fletcher will be back, hopefully, if he's not away somewhere or another family thing or wherever. I'll be back. I won't be back from holidays yet, but we'll get an episode together.
Get it done somehow.
Yeah, get it done somehow. So you've heard it here first. Cruise Control is good.
It is good.
And chuck a listen to Gibson's Spotify Wrapped playlist. I think that's what I also learned.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to have your ears bleed, then listen. But if you want to have,
maybe you want to listen to 18 by Ed Sheeran.
yeah, it's a solid choice.
Yeah.
I reckon it's a solid choice.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll be back next week or whenever we feel like it, with more opinions, rants, ramblings, would you rather's, bag outs, and probably Fletcher on the podcast.